Hello friends, and welcome to a new series on the channel, Dishonored 2, You Only Live Once, or YOLO for short. Now, I'll explain what that means in a minute. First, I want to reassure everyone who's enjoying my Stalker Anomaly content that I am by no means done with it. I have a new Anomaly series I've been planning for after the Loner story, but this YOLO run is something that I've been wanting to do for years. Dishonored 2 is not a long game, and if you're only here for Anomaly and don't find this series to be of interest, fret not. I'll be returning to the zone soon enough. Most of you are likely already familiar with this game, and I'll put a chapter skip if you don't want this recap. For those who aren't, the Dishonored franchise is an exemplar of the immersive sim genre, created by Arkane Studios, who also made Prey and Deathloop. Arkane's team includes alumni from such immersive sim classics as Deus Ex, Bioshock, System Shock, and Thief, and they are masters of the genre. In the first game, you play as Corvo Attano, Lord Protector and paramour of Empress Jessamine Caldwin. The game begins with you being framed for her assassination, but a mysterious entity called the Outsider pulls you into a netherworld called the Void and grants you supernatural powers. Armed with the Outsider's witchcraft, you set out to bring down the architects of Jessamine's murder, clear your name, and rescue the young heiress Emily, who also happens to be your daughter. You prevail in the end, but you can do so in many different ways depending on your preferred playstyle. Play your own way is Arkane's creed, and they really mean it. Cut a bloody swath through your enemies, be merciful and avoid or knock them out, or mix it up to your liking. Even your mission targets have alternate, non-lethal options for taking them out. It's magnificent. Fast forward 15 years, and Emily is now Empress of the Isles, with Corvo having resumed his role as Royal Protector. Recently, someone's been murdering their political opponents and making it look like Corvo and Emily are responsible. A familiar stench of dishonor is hanging over the crown, and it's up to you, playing as either Emily or Corvo, to set things right. So what is YOLO? The term as I'm using it here is inspired by a YouTuber named John from Many a True Nerd, a variety channel well known for John's playthroughs of the modern Fallout games, Fallout 3, New Vegas, and Fallout 4, under what he calls a YOLO rule set. I'll put a link to his content in the description. It's fantastic and well worth checking out. In simple terms, YOLO means that I cannot ever heal by any means whatsoever. All damage that I take is permanent, and when my health is depleted, the run is over. As such, I'll be playing with the Iron Mode difficulty setting enabled, where the game immediately deletes my save if I die. I will also have every other custom difficulty slider maxed: enemy aggression and perception, time doesn't stop while the power wheel's open, and even the automatic mana regeneration after power use is disabled. But in my opinion, that's still too easy. If you know the game well, and I do, it is trivial to avoid most meaningful risks by ignoring collectibles and bypassing enemies through stealth. Which leads into the second rule of this run: no skips. That means that I cannot leave the map until I've obtained all collectibles and either knocked out or killed all human enemies. I'll also try to do as many special actions as I can, but they're optional, and deliberately not doing some of them is part of my strategy. However, if you've played this game a lot, then you're probably also aware that killing is the easy way out. Ammo and lethal tools are plentiful, and together with your void powers, being a murder hobo is a hilarious cakewalk for a skilled player. Which brings me to the third and final rule: this is a low chaos run. This is not the same as a no-kill run. I'll do my best to avoid killing, but Dishonored has a few janky mechanics that sometimes cause enemies to die from silly things like falling into a wooden partition or the physics bugging out, or other unavoidable nonsense. In a normal no-kill run, I'd just quick load to fix that sort of thing, but I can't do that with Iron Mode enabled. So if someone dies, well, they die. As long as I end each mission with low chaos, we're good. There are only two exceptions to these rules. First exception: coins are not included in the collectibles rule. Obviously, I'll want to get as much money as possible for supplies and upgrades, but hunting down every last hidden coin is time-consuming, tedious, and not particularly interesting to watch or do. Collectibles means all runes, bone charms, blueprints, and paintings. There's a summary screen at the end of each mission to confirm that I've gotten them all. The second and only other exception: I will eat the food in the starting room to regain the scripted damage that you begin the game with. You're assumed to have been beaten up in the intro cutscene, but this isn't really fair for a rule set where you cannot recover any health. Damage should only be the result of an avoidable player error. It would also make the passive health upgrade useless since it doesn't increase your current health if you have any damage. So I'll eat some fruit in that room in order to start the run with a full health bar, but after that, all health recovery is forbidden, whether it be from potions, food, or bone charms. I've even rebound the health potion key to something I can't reach so that I don't accidentally hit it. Finally, a note about cutscenes. I'll probably be skipping most of them, or at least editing them out of the footage. These videos are already going to be lengthy, and I'd rather not pad that length with cutscenes that many viewers have seen before. Likewise, I won't be stopping to read most of the notes and books, though I'll likely pick up many of them through force of habit of clicking on everything. If you're unfamiliar with the Dishonored games and want to get the full experience of the game's story and lore, there are many excellent Let's Play series for them on YouTube, and I encourage you to watch one, or play them for yourself. And speaking of playing the game, let's get on with it. I'll cover anything else that needs explaining as we go. So let's start a new story campaign in the empty slot that I've created. We're going to go with custom difficulty settings, and we're going to crank every last one of them up to their maximum. Some of these will be equivalent to the very hard mode, but some of them not so much. In particular, the setting for mana regeneration, which we'll get to momentarily. Under normal gameplay, you'll regain a small amount of mana after every time you use a power after a short delay. However, this effectively means that you can have almost infinite mana. So I'm turning that off. I can only regain mana by using potions or bone charms.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin.
It's interesting that in this spot, and only in this spot, Emily refers to her mother as Jessamine rather than Jessamine. There's a handful of inconsistencies in pronunciation like that early on. I think they were just getting used to it.
I wish Mother was still the Empress.
I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful Empress, Delilah Caldwin.
Now, if you played the original Dishonored, but not the DLCs, you might be unfamiliar with Delilah. She was the antagonist of the Brigmore Witches DLC, and at the end of that, the assassin Dowd sealed her within her own painting and sent her adrift in the void. So the fact that she's back now is, well, a little bit concerning. Corvo and Emily, however, have no idea who she is. And here's where we get to choose. I will be playing as Corvo due to the powers that he has, particularly Blink, because I'm not really a big fan of Emily's Far Reach.
What happened? Alexei, the throne room, Emily.
And Rin.
Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here.
As I mentioned, I will eat those first 3 pieces of food so that I begin with a full health bar. After that, there will be no further healing.
There's a way of turning sour, just as soon as you get comfortable. Delilah took away the mark of the outside.
Skip this cutscene so we can proceed directly to taking out these guys. As soon as the one guy paths to the left, go in and choke the first.
These bastards are working with Ramsay and the Duke of Serkonos.
And we'll grab this other guy before he gets too far down there, just to save time. It's not really a big deal.
Disloyal dogs.
Now, it's not strictly necessary to hide bodies at this point, but it's a good habit to stay in. We'll open this door to start Ramsay's conversation and then immediately shut it so that he doesn't get suspicious. As I mentioned, I won't be getting every single coin, but I'll be getting most of them. Now, there will be a lot of moments like this in the game where people will be stuck in an idle animation until you begin their conversation, until which point they'll be in the same spot. And once they do start that conversation, we have to wait for them to finish it so that they'll separate. And other times, we'll actually want to get them before they finish that conversation while they're still clustered together. It's very situational. This drop can sometimes be a little tricky due to the angle that Ramsay comes in at, but worst case scenario, he alerts for a moment, and we have a moment while he's off balance to grab him. And good, we got the drop.
Nothing will stop me from bringing you home, Emily.
Okay, and we're going to put Ramsey's body right here in plain sight. See if we can bait over just one of the guards. One of them pretty much hangs out there the entire time. And this other one wanders, and if we can just get a bit of visibility so that he comes in and investigates. Good. I think we got just the right amount. Hopefully he will come over and see Ramsey's body. Let's make sure.
So let's see. What was it?
Okay, he should start looking around. Uh-oh.
It was coming from here. Let's
It sounds like we got both of them. It's fine. If so, we can get the drop on this guy from over here. There we go. Okay, good. Looks like we did just get the one of them. Grab this other distraction item. It's not certain that he'll come over this far. See if we can make sure of it. Okay.
That sounded like broken glass.
Good night. Okay. It's all done. Let's grab Ramsey. A little messier than I would have liked, but it's fine. We'll just drop him with an unceremonious thud due to the animation. You just have a nap right there until the end of time.
Now you've got what you wanted, Ramsey. The Imperial Suite atop Dunwall Tower. Stay put until this is all set straight, Ramsey. Enjoy the rations and well water, sleeping next to a fortune. Out into the world once more. How many people had forgotten this mask?
No one who played the first game, that's for sure. Now let's move onward.
Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks. I've got to get out of Dunwall.
Now, if you notice a drop in visual quality, it's because I noticed that OBS was dropping some frames, and I had to lower some quality settings to make sure that doesn't happen. Now let's take out Mr. Drop Tutorial guy here.
Traitorous dog. I need to find a ship. The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Ramsey's missing. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Corvo Atano has apparently fled the tower. We've got to find him. That's it. We've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkonos, sink or swim.
I believe that's the only time you'll ever hear anyone say Serkonos rather than Serkonos. Timing on this is a bit particular. The moment this guy turns around,
This shirt reeks. I gotta get a spare you.
slip around here and grab him and pull him around the corner. Sometimes one of the guys down there will catch a glimpse. It looks like it was lucky this time. This guy will turn around the moment you come in here, but there's plenty of time to grab him.
Let me remind you, there's a reward for
Do close the door though, because the guy will notice. As soon as we see this guy's head peek around here, we should be able to see him turn around. And once he does, we'll grab him as well. There he goes. And we're early enough in their loop that both of them are facing the same direction, so it's safe to grab him. However, that other guy down there will often notice that his friend is gone. So I'm going to put him out of sight, close the door, and get myself on high ground. Looks like he has not noticed this time. Oh, yeah, he did. Okay. In a moment, he should start walking down. And we should be clear to grab him as well. And anything over here? Yeah, just some pistol bullets. There's one guard in here, but he is not a real threat. Just need to slip to the left to stay out of his line of sight. And he goes down. I believe there's nothing else there. Yeah, there's about 150 coins and some bullets in that safe, and normally I would grab it, but in this run, when you rob that safe, the guy who owns it's going to be really pissed off and he's going to set traps later, and I'd rather not deal with them. But this guy's going to start walking as soon as we get close enough, but as long as we run up on him quickly like this, we should be able to pull him back and get him out of sight.
All hail Delilah, first of her name. Further, Corvo Atano is now wanted for treason.
Grab the grenade in here.
Found harboring the royal protector will be fined and arrested. People of Dunwall, stay in your home.
Now let's see, which way is this guy facing at the moment? Okay, good, he's facing away. He's about to turn around, but that's fine. Alright, so far so good. This next guy can be a little bit of a pill. Let's wait until he paths back here. And it's usually going to take 2 of his cycles to get up on him. Just from here, we're a bit far away to grab him when he turns around before he gets back in range of the others. Now we should be able to slip into this side room, which will put us much closer to him. If we hadn't taken out that first guy who was starting to walk up this way, he'd be standing up there and wandering around and sitting on those steps and just making a real pain of himself. Okay, he's coming back. He stopped.
Keep my mind on my duties. Forget about that kiss. Oh, that kiss.
Okay, is he going to the right? Yeah. Okay, now he's going back. I just noticed something. Look at the distance. Did depth of field get turned back on? Give me a second. No, okay. There's some blur, but I think it's just the lower anti-aliasing setting that I'm using. I hate depth of field so much, and unfortunately Dishonored tends to turn it back on automatically from time to time. Let's wait for a second here.
2 more months, she says. Then she'll
Okay,
leave.
Rumor's moving.
I can wait.
And wait for a sec so this guy's not facing the right way. Hopefully no one will catch a glimpse as I come around the corner. Good.
So it's a coup.
We'll interrupt this conversation.
Oh, shh. We shouldn't be talking about this.
Until later, then.
I'm not required to take out civilians the way that I am the all the enemies, but I often will, simply to keep them from raising a ruckus. This guy's going to turn left in a moment. We should be able to grab him. Good. There's a handful of valuables here. We'll grab those while we're up here. And let's clean up my mess. And move up on this guy quickly before he starts his routine.
Maybe the crown killer will come back. Might be wounded.
Okay, that guy's moving away. Wait till this guy glances. Okay, now we should be clear to drop down and take him out. However, he's often going to notice that his friend is not moving anymore. We can get up on him quickly enough. And if the choke prompt cooperates, good. And we'll give him a nice nap. As much as it looks like it should, that doesn't actually kill them. Now it'll take a minute to rob this place blind. Because, you know, that's what you do when you're Royal Protector. Alright, good. That's this place clear. Let's grab a distraction item and start taking apart the guards out there. As soon as the room... Oh, actually, no. First, once the rumor moves back, I'm going to take care of this civilian. Otherwise, he's going to cause trouble. Pull him back out of sight. That one almost got a glimpse, but probably not enough of one for him to start investigating. Okay. Okay, good. It sounds like it's just him. He should start moving down in this direction. Or not. Apparently he's going to be a pill. Okay. Oof. Missed that jump. And he saw me. That's fine. We have ways of dealing with that.
Can't have gone far.
Let's see. Which way is he going to search? Oh, he's there. Okay.
Not in the mood. Show yourself. Huh?
Good night. Pain in the ass.
You're not fit for that watch uniform.
Okay. Like we're clear. I don't think I got him on that time. Okay. The guy in the far left can be a bit far away to grab with any broken glass. Opening that door should allow sound to propagate. That should pull just him.
Just checking something.
And when he sees his friend, he'll be right in position. Leave him there as bait for the next guy. All right, let's grab another distraction item and see if we can get this roamer. Once we see him stop there at the end of his routine, we should be in range. There we go. Did I get him? I don't think I got him. Okay. I think he's already moved on. Okay.
That sounded like broken glass.
I got at least one of them there. As soon as he rounds the corner here, yeah, good, it's just him. Good night. Hey, and that leaves just the guy who's standing watch over here. And like I said, he can be a bit far away to grab with broken glass, but I know one thing that will definitely pull him, and that is a gunshot. However, it's going to pull him very quickly. Like, he's going to come running.
Too late. Better search the place.
Let's have a look.
How about you don't? Okay, and that should be the street clear. Yep. Alright, let's Grab all the valuables that are out here. And no one else, right? I'll grab the civilian too. Otherwise, she will cause a mess. Okay, there's one guy in here, and he's going to turn around momentarily when he closes this door, but only for a second. Let him take a step or two, and then we can get up behind him. Okay, now I want to slow down and be sneaky coming up these stairs because there's a guard at the top of the stairs, and we want to let his conversation play out.
Special edition. Empress Delilah Caldwin, rightful heir to the throne, has taken power in Dunwall. The usurper, Emily Atano, and the murderous royal...
He's going to turn around a few times during this conversation,
Out of here.
so we're waiting for a particular point near the end of it to intervene.
I never should have listened to your rubbish.
Don't make a pig's ear of this, Printer. I'm the one who gave you the scoop on the Crown Killer.
Half of which couldn't be verified. I must have been rat-ass out of my mind to use that name. There's no proof that the murderer has any connection to the crown.
Well, it made a good story. Served a purpose.
Whatever's going on, this coup, it won't last. The people of Bristol are loyal to the Empress, and I'm gonna publish an essay every day for a month to make sure they remember it.
The people of Bristol have a new Empress. And in the morning, they'll have to find a new printer, too.
Only adults would threaten the man who runs a newspaper.
Time to put you out of business, Printer.
Help! Huh? What?
Now, the printer's going to freak out here for a moment,
Come closer so we can talk.
but he'll calm down.
That man, part of the Duke's coup, I'm sure of it now. And I saw him talking to Captain Ramsey of the City Watch.
What's done is done, but I had nothing to do with the killings.
I know that. It was irresponsible of me to print the name Crown Killer. I allowed myself to be coerced. Forgive me.
Forgiveness isn't my specialty. Whatever happens next, lay low. But when the time comes, tell people the truth.
You can count on it. I won't ask you what your plans are, but for the sake of Dunwall and for the Empire itself,
Oh, I'll succeed. Now, saving him isn't 100% necessary, but it's really helpful later, because it means when you go to his room, rather than an enemy waiting there for you, he's going to be waiting and he'll be grateful. Now, let's start this conversation and then back off. That guy right there tends to look around.
What am I supposed to do now?
Not my concern, citizen. I'd advise you to return to your home.
If I can't get through, that's it for my shop. The entire month will be ruined.
Trust me, you don't want to be out on the streets right now. Move along.
Okay, as soon as he starts moving. And make sure that guy is far enough away. Okay, good. Want to make sure to take out that guy because he stands watch over there and can see the entire road, and it makes everyone else more of a pain to take out, just similar to the first guy that I took out down this road. However, now that that's done, we don't actually want to approach from that direction. Alright, careful here.
People of Dunwall, aiding a fugitive.
Out of all the deaths that I've had in Dishonored,
aid
by far the leading cause of death is falling damage. Falling damage and whale oil tanks. Okay, now this guy we're going to leave right here in plain sight so that he can be bait for anyone who comes in here to investigate. Grab the coins here so I don't forget them. And we'll start taking apart this road.
I don't know that ship, but maybe the captain can help.
Now, this guy we might not actually need to bait in if he stays down here after this other guy, the roamer, turns around. Okay. How we doing? Good. Perfect. Just drop him down there as well. And then wait till the roamer paths back this way. He can be a little difficult to pull in because of his distance, but should be able to do it if I get the bottle in just the right spot. Perfect. Let's back off a bit because he does look around. And now he's freaked out about his friends. Question is, how is he going to investigate? What direction is he going to walk? He just noticed the other body, I think. Is he going to start heading out? Yeah, he is. Okay, good. Pull him back. Alright, good. That is the hairiest part of this entire ordeal done. As long as I don't make any stupid errors, then the rest of these guys should be fairly trivial to take out.
Someone there?
Stupid errors like letting that guy see me. Okay, well that's fine. If he comes up here to investigate, he comes up here. That's fine. I don't think he's going to come up this far. I just want to be on the safe side. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's going to wander over there to where he last saw me. The question is, which way is he going to walk when he goes back? Okay, that's fine. While he's walking that way, we'll just drop this guy. Okay. Now you should stop and look at this sign here in a second. Just hang out on the other side of it. Okay, good. He's already started moving.
Damn it, I need to pee.
Well, now you can pee in your sleep. And this guy, we should be right behind him. Okay, that should be the streets cleared. Just gonna grab all the coins that are out in the open here. believe there's a pouch up here. Yeah. I'm full on bullets, yep.
So,
And that was the lady who was complaining about her shop.
oil, then the murders. Now, what's ever going on tonight?
Who's fooling around?
Should have just enough time to grab these coins before he starts making a nuisance of himself.
Elaine heard fighting between some of the guards earlier.
That's all about to change. The City Watch has its hands full.
Shit. The Hatter Gang.
Whatever the Royals are fighting about, can't make it easier for them.
Hi, Garrus.
I'm saying we need a network of shops selling contraband, just like they've got down in Sarkonis. People are getting rich in Colero and Karnaca, even after paying the Grand Guard to look the other way.
So we set up some black market shops, pass along whatever we score, and we run security for the shopkeepers.
For those few people who didn't already recognize him, that's the voice actor for Garrus Vakarian from Mass Effect.
Blowing in our favor for once.
Not him, but the guy who was talking just before him. Good night, Garrus. Get there. Okay, that should be everything in here. And we just have a handful more guards to take out. I think by the time that guy turns around, the other guy over here should be walking in here. Yep. We'll just tuck him away under here. Grab that coin. And wait for this other guard to start walking the other way. There he goes. And we should have just enough time to get up on him here. Just let him drop where he is. I want to stay out of sight here because this guy on the left often looks around while he's smoking his cigarette. Okay, good. However, unless given a reason to, that other guy will never look any direction other than where he is now. Okay, that should be all enemies. The map should be 100% safe at this time. I believe I've already gotten all the collectibles. Let me check mission items really quick. Yeah, because there's 1490 coins in here. There's 150 that I left in that safe, and there's a handful that I can't remember where they are. I think there's a 5 coin down here, but I'm not going to go hunting for all the rest. There's plenty of money in the game. Alright, just make a quick sweep through the level, but I'm pretty sure that I got everything. Yeah, I got all the coins over in that yard, got all the ones on the tables here, and I already cleared those streets. Yeah, we should be good. And the last bit of coin is going to be on the ship itself. We'll get that in a moment. First, I want to get out of the water as quickly as possible so that we don't get fish starting to nibble on us. That would be an embarrassing way to lose health.
What am I going to do? Something's going on at Dunwall Tower all across this Hey,
Yep, she caught me with her cutscene.
Lord Protector, forgive me for saying it, but you look like death warmed over.
It's been an unusual day. There's a coup underway, and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov.
An ally is stretching things a bit for him, but we'll go with it.
And I came to warn you.
I know, Anton. The Duke's here with a woman named Delilah who's seized the throne. They have Emily and I barely got out. For now, I have to get away, recover my footing.
Bad things always seem to happen in Dunwall. Feels like the end of the world.
I need to get to Karnaca, where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
The dreadful whale will get you there. Should we go?
Not quite yet, for two reasons.
We'll leave soon, but not just yet.
First of all, there's a coil of copper wire over here, and I don't want to miss it. And second, because as soon as we start this next cutscene, it's going to progress us to the next level and the next sequence, and I'm going to hold off on that until next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of Dishonored 2, You Only Live Once. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and stick around for the next episode coming soon. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.